Hello guys, a lot of you have a question on how is the build right now in patch 0.11. We in nightmare. We that one. Okay guys, it's still working.
Suffer the same fate as the great Varashta.
This gin courses with power.
The sands
No!
of time wait for no one.
Oh shit, guys.
You surprise me, Tajari, but you have yet your fate by this is not the future I had foreseen.
I cannot one-shot him guys. So the build actually have some changes, especially in the support gems. In patch 0.11, you cannot use considered casting. I mean, you can still slot it considered casting inside the cast on shock, but it won't increase the lightning conduit damage. So instead of using considered casting, I'm using inevitable critical so that my lightning conduit have more increased critical hit chance for every 1 second, up to 100%. As you can see, the damage increase, and then I move considered casting back to spark. And I think some of you have some issues that the level from your wand doesn't increase the lightning conduit level inside cast on shock. I'm not sure is that a bug, but I think it's a bug because mine increased the level. Also, there's a comment that mentioned that you can increase your shock magnitude even more if your jewel has, as you can see right now, I only has magnitude of shock, but you can also get magnitude of element so that you can have more magnitude of shock in one jewel, and the rest can be critical damage bonus, spell damage, or critical hit chance. Also, in my new tree, I anointed lightning rod so that I don't need to path to here. Instead, I took this node for more skill speed and then movement speed, and then I took this node for more magnitude of shock. What else have changed? Oh yeah, a lot of you also has question, why do I use this node? Because when you trigger lightning conduit, it will use your mana, so a 3% mana when you invoke a spell is very nice to sustain your mana. Also, before the patch, I tested using this jewel, which can increase the level of lightning conduit skill. You can get this up to +3. So when I tested it, it was working before the patch. Like when you put it, it will increase the DPS tooltip. But right now, it's not working anymore. For example, if I remove this, it's still 114. When I put this in, it's still 114k. But in this gem, it increased the level to 30. And also the damage, the base damage increase. So right now level 30 is 316 to 949. When you remove this, it decreased to 283 to 848. But there's no damage increase. I think it's a bug, because before the patch it was working. Okay, so this is the gem setup and also the new gear setup. Spark, Inspiration, Arcane Tempo, Acceleration, Considered Casting was in Lightning Conduit, but we put it inside Spark now. And then Persistence. Also Considered Casting increase your Spark DPS on the tooltip very high. See? And then Orb of Storm, we have Conduction, Strip Away, Overcharge, and Lightning Exposure. I think you can move the Conduction and also Overcharge to Spark. Like you can change Considered Casting and also Overcharge to not Arcane Tempo, I think Persistence, so that Spark is the shock applier, because Orb of Storm is actually very slow at applying shock. But I like to use Orb of Storm since I'm too lazy to change my support gem. Well, the boss will be already dead also, so it's not a problem. Then Archmage, make sure to corrupt your Archmage to have +1 from level of corruption. And then get level 19 gem. For level 20 it doesn't do anything, it won't increase your damage, but it only reduces the additional cost of your maximum mana. So level 19 with a lightning mastery is very good. Cast on Shock, mine is level 19 with quality level 20. Lightning Conduit, level 20 with a +9 from the corruption and also global modifier. My one, my focus, and then my amulet. And then Impetus, energy retention, elemental focus, and inevitable critical. For the curse, you use Hasten Curse, Hex Bloom, and also Curse Ground for the conductivity. Skeletal Cleric, I use Last Gasp. I don't know if this like do anything, but I just put Last Gasp into it. And then Soul Overing, Danse Macabre, and Ablation. Oh, for Sigil of Power, I put Magnified Effect so that it becomes very big. Also, make sure to quality your chiming staff. The quality affects the area of the Sigil of Power. For the gear, prioritize high energy shield, high mana, intelligence. For the defensive gear, I got high resistance too, so that you can rest cap very easily. This one is the unique armor, still the same, increase maximum mana and also spirit. Helmet, energy shield, maximum mana, intelligence, resistance. For the focus, on the last video I'm using spell damage, but I found this good focus which has a high mana and high energy shield with mana regen and critical spell damage bonus. It decreased my damage for a bit, but I have a lot more mana. For the boots, if you can get high movement speed, you should get it. Energy shield, intelligence, resistance. Change to belt so that it increases the effect of your rings. And then for the rings, I got this one which has rarity. because I need some rarity on my gear. Actually, I can just put the rarity shield and it should be okay. But my rarity shield isn't that good. I got this one rarity. If you can get more cast speed, it will increase your spark damage but not lightning conduit damage. You need to get high mana, high intelligence, and then resistance to keep your resistance. In here you got mana, strength. Why I took strength is because I need to use this armor. So by having 27 strength and then increase from the ingenuity, I have enough strength to use this armor. For the dexterity, I took it from my 3 nodes. Okay, I think. Oh yeah, now for the amulet, prioritize mana, flat energy shield, increase maximum mana, +2 level of all spell skill or +3 cast speed for your spark damage, and then if you can get a mana regen. And I would like to show you that there's an upgrade in my gear. I corrupted these 2 gear on my stream yesterday. I managed to get 2 socket in the gloves. The gloves has low energy shield, but it has very high resistance, so that I'm rest capped now. And I can change my focus. My focus doesn't have the double rest anymore. Instead, now it has mana regen and increased critical spell damage bonus. And also I got lucky when corrupting it. I got 2 socket, so I can put the increased maximum mana rune. So right now I can change this to like a rarity shield and still have rest cap. Now my rarity is around 184 with the shield, and then I purchased a ring which has rarity on the prefix. For the budget version, a lot of you are asking if I can make a budget version. A lot of people say that all you need is if you don't want to buy this armor or like get a amulet with spirit, you can just put a scepter which has a high amount of spirit inside the weapon too, so that you can get spirit, and then you can just use a high energy shield base for the armor. And you also can get, I think, a mana regen, intelligence, and also flat mana from the scepter. So it's pretty nice for budget version. And for the 3, if you're on a budget, if you don't have this, or like this is not mandatory if you cannot get it, you can just put a jewel here, any jewel, but it will decrease your mana for like, I'm currently at 4,000. Wait, let me put all of this. Okay, 6.7k, and when I put this, it increased to 7k, so around 300 from this jewel alone. So actually it's not a big increase, but it's still good. So you can add a jewel with magnitude of shock, crit damage, and magnitude of element here. And for this, if you don't have this, just pad normally to here, and you can remove like the passive from here for a bit. Like, how much do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 6. just remove 1, 2, 3, and then remove this part 1, 2, 3. Or also you can remove, where is it, this part 1, 2. So you can path to here if you don't have the control metamorphosis diamond. That is for the budget, but when you're running the budget version, you will also have a budget DPS. So, but I think it's enough to clear any content if you're not carrying like a 4-man party. I think that's all for the update, and please subscribe and like the video, and if you want to watch the stream, make sure to tune in. If I'm live on YouTube, you can turn on the alert button. I mentioned in the last video that I'm streaming on Twitch, but actually the one that's streaming on Twitch is my AI. So like I made an AI VTuber for the Twitch. I think you just watch me on YouTube. Alright, thank you. Spectrum. Yo! Spectrum, guys. We got Spectrum. Let's see. Please, the blue one. Sapphire. Nice. Let's go, guys. Profit. We got profit. Ooh. Let's go, guys. Plus 5 elemental resistance. What? Wait. What happened, guys? Nothing changed. Let's go to socket. I don't want to buy an omen. To socket with a dream. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. W. W, guys. Let's go! Let's go, guys.